With that, I will say welcome to episode 212 of the Cracked Brain podcast. I am your host, Stephan. Joining me today is probably I didn't know what the hell he was doing for a second.
2, 1, 2.
He is over in the bottom right of my particular screen. He is the fantastic bearded wonder, also a streamer. He is Caiden.
What's that?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Old 2000s commercials never die.
Yeah, I was 3.
Don't fuck.
Brought to you by the phrase "Don't fuck." Stops everything.
I can do that now, but that's for later.
Yeah, very much later, and I cannot put this as an episode title.
But don't.
It's off season.
It's off.
Okay. Oh my god.
Well, that's a lot for me to process.
It's a lot for him to process. He is Mason.
Yay! Hi, friends. We're recording. I'm so happy.
God damn, Mason, you do this every time. It's by the sheer fact that we are recording. You don't need to be excited that we're recording.
I'm excited that we're recording because we're recording. I think it's very simple math.
Damn it.
I don't think it's math at all.
Yay.
Nope.
Is it social studies?
Mason, shut your face for about 2 minutes.
I would agree with social studies.
Yay.
He agrees that it's social studies. He is Brandon.
That's it, Brandon.
What do you want me to say? Stinking guy. All right, we're almost 5 minutes into the recording, and I felt good about it, and I'm already calling it I hate you, Brandon. God.
That's why I have not been on for a while, is because the sheer hate that comes from Stephan, it goes up my rectum, and just like a puppet.
When did my anger become a rectal suppository? All right, which is a rectal thing anyway. When did my anger become a suppository? All right.
I could poop regularly now because of it. Thank you.
And apparently you're welcome. Okay.
Brandon, you're gonna need to eat some fiber or something. If you're not pooping regularly.
Yep, and he is the aficionado over on dietary supplements, especially those of the secretion factor. He is. Yep, that was right. He is Tyler.
Poop fetish Tyler.
Oh.
That's not a fetish.
No, that's not.
It is a fetish.
That's not something I'm into. No.
Yeah.
Google it.
No.
That one.
It's no.
Google.
Just no.
Google poop fetish Tyler.
Look, okay,
Why?
no. Look, I get that scat is a thing for some people, but we don't need to there are certain things that you can bring to the table over onto someone's preferences or kinks, and other things you just let them live with and let them actually come out of the out with. That is not one of them. Brandon, shut the fuck up.
How many times on the YouTube videos have you been singing Scatman? I'm a scat man.
It's a different scat. That's a different scat. One is poop, one is offbeat jazz. All right, god damn it.
Can they both be fetishes, though?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe.
Smooth offset jazz is somebody's bread and butter.
I don't know if scatting necessarily would be someone's it could. You know
Somebody's
what? There's probably some older person that all of a sudden someone starts crooning and they get ready for it oh I'm getting warm, and then all of a sudden they get that and they're look, if that is for
There's
someone, I
that.
say, dude, I am unabashed when I do this. All right.
Now we go ahead.
I was gonna say I missed you guys, but yeah.
You've done see that. Here's the problem, is that anytime someone takes a long vacation from the podcast, there's a certain amount of growth, like personal growth, that usually comes down. And when they come back, it's almost like coming back to prepubescent teenagers for about an hour. All right.
Yeah. I mean, you're not far off, my guy.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like you've had nothing but civilized conversations, and then you're coming back to us. Like, welcome to the muck.
People can have civilized conversations outside of this.
Outside of this isn't a civilized conversation. You one of your best friends just moaned in your ear. You consider that civilized?
Yes.
No.
I mean, as long as he kisses your neck first.
And or buys and make you dinner.
We had a moment, didn't we?
I want chocolate covered crickets.
I was living in a whole fantasy for a second, and then chocolate covered crickets basically like smashed in the door, Kool-Aid Man style, and wrecked the entire thing for me. Fuck no.
Neat. I'm glad I was part of this.
God, well, it's been a long while since we've all had the chance to go and talk and have an episode together. It's also been like 2 weeks since we did our last episode, so I kind of want to get a general feeling of how people are doing. I've done podcasts with Mason and Tyler for a little bit, but Brandon and Caiden are two that I have not sat down to talk with for a while. So first I'm gonna. Well, that's just creepy. You're the one that you were like missing civilized conversation. All right, like, and then
but it was like a sheep hook. It was just like I was immediately dragged back down.
That is true.
Brought right back down to your level.
Yeah, you're right. It is our level, and it is a devil. It's two of the same things. I get it. I will put it this way. First, because I already know some things that I want to talk to Caiden about, but I'm curious about Brandon. It's been a while. You're a seasoned gentleman. How have you been doing? Anything I can do to make you feel old. How have you been doing recently, bud?
I'm having another birthday come around.
Yay.
And
how's that making you feel?
Well, if I look over here to my left, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bottles of things that I take in the morning.
Medications, I'm assuming.
that too.
OTCs, but
Oh. Well, I mean, that's medication.
I was about to try to guess what they were. I was gonna say,
okay, let's guess.
Nitroglycerin for his heart.
No, but this one starts with an N.
Okay.
Naloxone.
Yep, Caiden got it. I've switched away from ibuprofen.
Okay.
I'm going to say
glucosamine.
No.
How dare you?
Fish oil. Silver for his old man multivitamin.
No, but I do need to add glucosamine.
Yeah, that's a Nature's Bounty bottle right there.
Yeah,
all right?
And that's one of the best brands too.
Not wrong. They're actually pretty good.
The D.
I don't buy from the store.
D.
I buy them from online because I can get better
B12.
stuff.
You're taking B12. Magnesium. Ooh, frothy loads. Dude, it's a thing. Trust me. It's weird, but it's a thing. I don't
Kroger. Aspirin. Gas relief.
DNA relief.
Feeling
gas relief.
Feel a little bloated there, guy?
It happens,
Benadryl.
okay? Actually, the
Benadryl.
magnesium helps out quite a bit. So, because it's not all absorbed, and so it helps flush you. And then I got my Benadryl.
Yep. Antihistamine.
I got my Excedrin. I got my Zyrtec.
Wait a second. You hit Excedrin every single day?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, like, you better be drinking massive amounts of water then, because that, like aspirin already does a number over on your kidneys, but Excedrin will ruin your kidneys if you're not drinking enough water.
And then ibuprofen, more magnesium, and then the fiber. No, I've started taking a lot of these things since I had like serious migraines last off season. So, yeah, I the magnesium and the naproxen make it so I don't have any migraines anymore.
Maybe you should go see a doctor, my dude.
I did, and that's what they gave me. So,
you're having chronic migraines, and your doctor's just like, "We'll take some over-the-counter medicines. You'll be fine."
Well,
welcome to America's healthcare system, everyone.
Not wrong.
Yeah, no, they gave me a prescription for some stronger naproxen, but it is $90 for 15 pills. I'm like, hell no. And they said like, oh, you could just double up on the over-the-counter ones. You'll be fine.
This is in no way like medical advice, at all. Even though I'm framing this like medical advice. I will say this. I dealt with not necessarily migraines, but cluster headaches, which are different. Not necessarily. They're different. They suck. They really do suck. But like the last year and a half has been the only time where I haven't necessarily had to deal with them. Honestly, I think it's a lot to do with diet. Like, yeah, it's something where as soon as I changed my diet, all of a sudden I went from having one cluster headache and at least 4 headaches a month to now I'm lucky if I have to deal with one headache. Like, and don't get me wrong, when I do deal with them, they suck. I dealt with one earlier this week that almost had me in tears. But I kid you not, like, I changed up my diet and straight like that had a really weird improvement. And I've been dealing with this since I was like 16 years old. So,
oh yeah, definitely diet, and plus, I don't eat fast food as much anymore, but I think I've probably since February maybe only had like 3 headaches.
Ooh, nice.
So
nice, my man.
It's definitely naproxen. Plus, ibuprofen can mess with your PP. So it. Oh. And I used to take like 4 every morning.
Mess with it how? As in like give you
sperm counting crap. Sperm count ED.
Okay, but are you trying to shoot full chambers, around someone? Like, no.
He is if it's on season.
There Mason goes.
Fun fact that will also be talked about later in the podcast: sperm only makes up 3% of ejaculate.
Yep, knew that.
It's only
lot of water. Lot of water
and protein, ladies.
And men. And they.
And men.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's the thing is, you get old and things happen.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
But, I feel healthier. I've lost like 3 inches around my waist since February.
Oh, you suck. I'm happy for you.
Diet, and I've been active on my on season at work, so.
You do look good. I will say this much, like you can. Well, not like I wasn't saying over on your face. I noticed it in your neck and shoulders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You definitely look good.
I'm not as much of a gut on my stomach. Which figured I haven't weighed myself though, so I have no idea.
Dude, speaking of like not weighing yourself, so I just had to go and get my license redone. Because it still had my old Utah County address, and I had to reweigh myself. That is one of the it's either a an amazing moment that you feel proud of, or it's a gut punch. And mine was more of a gut punch, seeing that number going like, and yeah, that's not muscle either. So like, I kid you not, it sometimes it's like getting older sucks, and seeing like it's bad when now my appetite is huge, but then when I actually get food, it's like, and I'm only gonna eat like a quarter of this. So
My biggest problem is fast food. I got a whole family here. Well, I don't have any kids, but there's a whole household of people here. And it's always difficult because people got to figure out what to eat, and everyone's just too lazy. And they're like, okay, it's another burger, it's another taco, it's whatever. Mason, and I really got a kick out of that. I made meatloaf yesterday, which was the first time I'd cooked in like 2 months.
That's not bad, but dude, like here's what I'll tell you. I mean, I don't know your family arrangement. I'm not going to. I don't want to necessarily throw something out there that's going to, like, I don't know, cause any kind of strife or anything like that. But like, if you can set at least 1 or 2 days where you're just cooking for yourself. Like, again, I realize that it's probably difficult with the entire family around, but like, I mean, hey, why not even cook for some? Like, if you're making something, they think it's good, you know, like whip up a little bit more. But and meals don't need to be gigantic multi-ingredient ordeals. You can just make something basic, like learn how to cook some decent chicken, and do like a couple of veggies, like some braised braised garlic, broccoli, and asparagus. Quite literally, it's a couple, like really a handful of different spices, chicken, broccoli, and asparagus. You're not taking up a whole lot of time. Like, you can get that entire thing done in maybe 25 minutes if you've already got the chicken thawing. Dude, it makes a world of difference.
See, that sounds amazing. If you could send me like some simple recipes, I'd appreciate, because every time I look up recipes, it's always something huge, you know. It's always lasagna, or like spaghetti is like the most simple thing I can ever find. And it's still not healthy, but
here's something that I don't know if it would necessarily help you, but like I mean, first of all, just go up and down the rows and just figure out. You're still young enough where your stomach is an iron fortress. Like, just walk up and down the aisles and like just grab stuff. Like, maybe this will go together, you know, and kind of go from there. Or do a meal kit. I did. Was it I did HelloFresh a long time ago. Yeah, but I did every plate. You literally just pay like $35-$40. Sometimes every 2 weeks, sometimes every week. It just depends on what you want. And they send you out all the ingredients, all the vegetables, all the meats, everything that you need for it. And just like do that. Like, if you can do it for like 6 months, you'll have at least 36 different recipes, and watch how that will go. Like, after you kind of do that a few times, you're like, oh, okay, cool. I'll put this together, this together, this together. We're good to go. And now you can just start making whatever. Like, you'll start freewheeling it.
Have you actually done that?
Yep.
I've seen those commercials, and they've always looked super good and tempting, but I've never actually.
They're good. They're
gone
really
the extra
good.
step.
So if you can have the refrigerator space, I 100% recommend it. It's fantastic.
Not sponsored.
Right. Not sponsored. Absolutely not. Wish, if you're interested.
But hey. This is actually a perfect segue into my surprise topic for Stephan.
We're good at this show.
Someone get the confetti.
Stephan, if you would pay attention to the CB business chat, I just sent what I made for dinner, and hopefully you recognize it.
Okay.
Chocolate covered crickets?
I need to open this back up.
I hope it's chocolate covered crickets.
It's not a peach wine slushy that is on my.
Ooh, that looks
not chocolate covered. What is your obsession with chocolate covered crickets?
You made a boil. You made a boil. You made yourself a Cajun boil. Oh
yeah, I did.
Oh,
I have no
I
idea
knew
what
you
that
would
is.
be the only one, most likely the only one who would like appreciate that. And speaking of which,
Oh, that's good.
easy
food.
recipe done in 25 minutes.
Did you
Mason.
use like
boil?
a pressure
Is that what you
cooker?
said?
No. So it's a 1-pan shrimp boil, so it's not like a real boil. I mean,
No,
you still
but one
boil the
pan-
potatoes and the corn.
One pan is still.
Yeah. So you quarter the petite potatoes and then boil those, and then there's smoked sausage and shrimp, and then the corn that you put in with the boiled potatoes for the last 5 minutes, and then put it all over on a pan, and then cover it and slather in garlic, Old Bay, butter, and then you nom 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 nom.
What is
nom.
it called again? I gotta write it down.
1-pan shrimp boil. I'll send you the recipe. I actually use Smith's app because like they'll give you a list of recipes, and then in the recipe webpage have the items you need to add to your cart, and then we just do like pickup.
Really? That works that
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. I feel like you're trying to pull something over,
No.
trying to
No,
con man
no,
me
no.
or something. There's no way that works that
Do
well.
I look like I fuck around with food? Really? Look at me.
I don't
Look at
know.
his face. Look at his face. No, I don't fuck around with food.
I think you definitely fuck food.
What do you define that as?
Cheese, pie, apple pie.
Also,
Oh, yeah, that's
Tyler, I
pretty
want
good.
to try chocolate covered crickets. That's why.
Oh,
That's pretty
okay.
good.
They're good.
All right. Now, here's what I will say. First of all, it's a little before 8 o'clock, and I swear to God, like I can make it over to your place over in like an hour. part of my brain is going like maybe, but like,
Can you?
dude, if I knew that you guys
He
were this,
speeds.
if you guys are this into boils, like I kid you not, I still have my great grandmother's old crawfish boil recipe, and that's one that even I haven't, like I've had it one time in my life. It was back over at my grandma's place, and I kid you not, like all you see is this gigantic cauldron worth of a pot. And like first she starts throwing in like water, and then she starts throwing in orange juice, and then all the spices, and you're boiling orange juice, water, and spices. And she lets that go for a while, and then all of a sudden starts throwing, like, I'm telling you right now, it's not quartered potatoes. It's like you make one slice of the potatoes, she's like, it's going in. All right, these are fat honks of potatoes, but like potatoes and and green peppers and onions.
Ooh.
And a couple of heads of garlic, and that's when all of a sudden she'll start throwing in, like she would go and throw in like crab, crawfish, and the corn, everything all together, and it's all in one pot, and just lets it go for like an hour. Okay, so first it's a high boil, and then it's a low boil, and oh god, I have not.
That's the type of thing where you just have the table covered in parchment paper or tinfoil, and you just dump it out on the table. And
Yep.
you just nom, 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 nom,
Straight
nom.
up, like that.
Ooh.
That's what you do, and it's just, and people just dig in, and like everyone has to wash their hands right before. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Like growing up, no one washed their hands, and there was nothing worse than all of a sudden, like especially how my family was. Like some of them worked over in like they working around coal, so all of a sudden you'd be like, oh, okay, cool, and got punch. Oh, fucking coal.
Just adds extra flavor.
Sure.
Adds fiber.
Texture, maybe. Fiber.
Minerals.
Definitely.
I
I'll put
want you to go out, grab a rock, eat it, and then tell your doctor you had extra fiber.
It's
I mean, it'll definitely block you up, I guess.
it's a natural filtering agent. All right. So as the coal gets lodged over inside, like in your kidneys and over inside your like over in your intestines, it helps filter in everything that's going over there. You poop clear. All right. Absolutely, you don't. But I'm just saying.
And you pee blood.
Hey.
Also gives you kidney stones.
Not wrong. Probably.
Gives you kidney coal.
knowing my family maybe, but like straight up, I'm still looking at this. I'm not lying. It's a work of beauty. All right, you did
It's
a great
really
job
good.
on that. That's
It's
freaking great.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is like the third time I've made it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually ate
good.
before this, and now I'm hungry again.
Yeah, I'm waiting to go eat. But then I'm also gonna have pizza later because we're going to the drive-in for Quincy's movie. Or Quincy's birthday.
Ooh. What does Quincy want to watch?
Ooh, second.
Yeah, right. I'm a fucking hobbit. I don't fuck around with food.
I want this as a goddamn sticker. Like if I don't have it as a sticker, at least I'll be pissed. All right, and I want it like I seriously want it with Caiden. Or like Caiden, it's one of those where I just want you leaning back, arms like this, just
I don't fuck with food. Yeah. It's great. But we're gonna go see Super Pets because that's what's playing at the drive-in out here.
Ooh, that's nice.
Because he's
Super
really big. We went to the drive-in once to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp at the Redwood Drive-In. This was before we moved out to Twilla.
Yeah, that was like what 2017, maybe earlier.
Yeah, it was forever ago. But the kids. So the thing was, the kids hadn't seen Endgame yet.
Okay.
So we had to like pack up and get the fuck out of there before, Infinity War when they actually get snapped. So like obviously at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, they get dusted, and so we had to like pack up and get out before the end of the movie.
No,
so they didn't spoil it. Yeah, we were like, it was playing in the background as we were pulling out. It was like, don't you fucking look behind, it's gonna ruin.
Yep.
But he really likes drive-ins, so we're gonna go do that.
Never been to a drive-in.
Now,
they're fun.
Okay. Now, do you
They're
guys
fun.
do the great drive-in experience as far as like, okay, everyone is in pajamas, and like you've already got all your food with you too. It's like you don't
Yes.
have to worry about going, and it's like it's whatever you possibly were thinking for dinner plus a shit ton of popcorn and snacks.
Yep. Yeah. We even, since we have the van and all the seats go down, blow up the air mattress in the back.
Oh,
So you can just lay down and watch it.
Oh,
Sounds awesome, actually.
That's rad.
Mm-hmm.
That would, oh my god, like I now thinking of my old driving experience as a child, that would have made so much of a difference because we had the old station wagon, but when those seats like folded down, they were all uncomfortable. Just a brick of a surface that always hurt like hell. You get halfway through a movie, like halfway through watching your movie and the movie like 2 rows down, and it's just like, and my side.
Yeah. Not ideal, but yeah, that's what we do because it works.
Dude.
I actually came up with that idea during a date with Jenna. I was like, it was her birthday, like 2016 maybe. And so we drove up to the mountains to a make out lookout.
It's your wife now.
and we just blew up the air mattress in the back and watched the sunset for the night.
Yeah,
It was nice.
something got blown.
Dope.
Yeah.
Hold on, Stephan is entranced. Hold on.
Nope. Absolutely not entranced. Absolutely, like I am. Y'all, fuck y'all.
I meant looking at a sunset.
I mean, Stephan, it's not that bad.
No,
Come on.
look. Okay, here's what
Ouch.
I'm saying is I am now back in the single realm, and I can't even say that I'm entering the dating scene again. Oh god, the Utah dating scene is horrendous. It's words.
I haven't looked in 5 years, so
Dude,
I'm not ready to look again.
I'm
not willing.
Why do you think some of us don't date?
I'm not joking. I have found a vast cascade of friends. Not a single person that I really kind of think like I could a year in wouldn't go like, and we're done. So I I am way too self-aware. That's my problem. I am way too self-aware. I can already go like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I got too much stuff I want to do. I don't want to. I don't want to think about spending time outside of that.
Which is valid. All right.
I got too many goals and dreams. I don't want to think
Mason,
about.
you're so young. Live your life.
I'm older than you.
That was the joke. That was the joke.
I'm older than Caiden. I'm older than Caiden.
Look,
I get top bunk because I'm older than Caiden.
That was the joke, and
Buddy,
I didn't
you can
get it.
top me anytime.
That's not what I meant.
Oh wait, sorry. Was that supposed to be a Top Gun reference?
No. You're also married.
Time. Okay, Caiden.
Yeah, but I'm polyamorous, so
Caiden.
you know.
Please
Wait a minute.
tell-
What is that from Top Gun? I don't remember that.
Caiden?
From Top Gun?
You've seen the movie, right?
No, I haven't because I was waiting to watch it with you.
Haha, I've seen both of them.
We like this guy. We're like, yeah, this weekend. Never mind. This weekend doesn't work with us. Maybe this
Hey.
weekend.
Caiden, I have some scary news for you.
What?
The first Top Gun is as old as I am.
Oh, you know,
I mean, that doesn't scare us, but Caiden,
not really.
Aliens.
I saw the movie. Dude, Caiden, they start the movie with it.
It's great.
Oh,
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right.
okay.
What,
I gotta watch it.
When you go to the drive-in, if they're if they also have Maverick, okay, because drive-ins are known for having like movies that are just out of regular theaters. If they have Maverick, you and I date night have to make this happen.
Yeah, they did. They were playing Top Gun a couple weeks ago. Dude, the one in Tooele is like super. How do I put this? Rural.
Neat.
Yeah, I get it.
It only plays one movie. Like most drive-ins do like a double feature type of thing. They only play the one movie and they play it for a weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the next weekend they play something different.
Yup, I get that. that. Look,
I mean, is Redwood Drive-In still open? I saw a thing where they were like gonna close it, and then someone saved it.
Let's Google
It's still
that.
open.
Yeah, because
Hey,
I thought I
guys.
saw something in like the Tribune where it was like,
Well, I know at least that
They were
the
gonna-
swap
yeah.
meet has been canceled.
we will figure this out. And worst case scenario, if that doesn't happen, okay, then it's just you and me, date night,
Pirate Day,
at
back
your,
in my van.
back. Well,
what?
fuck you, guy.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
All right.
Poor choice of words.
It'll just be over at your place, and we're gonna be loud as hell. I'll just say that. Like I might have
That's
to.
surround sound.
Yeah, well, that plus I might also have to apologize to like Jenna and the kids. It's like, hey, so Caden and I are gonna act like complete teenagers during this movie. All right, like as someone that has seen the movie, I'm telling you right now. Yeah,
Am I gonna have to like have a pillow to hide my heart on?
dude, no, let the heart on
majority of the
fly,
movie.
dude.
Are,
Let it
are you
fly.
both gonna have a hand in each other's laps? If you
I
know what
no,
I mean.
I
Interlocked.
I like no. It won't be hand in each other's and like pants or anything like that. It'll just be one right behind the other one, like we're in an F-16, just going like, "You got it, you got it."
Maverick is not playing at the Redwood.
Like I
We'll
said,
figure it out. We're
we're gonna figure this out.
Hey,
We're gonna figure
guys,
this out.
I finally seen a movie that Caden hasn't seen.
Yeah, that's rare. That's a rare occasion right there.
That's true. That happens. That happens.
Yeah.
I do nothing with my life but watch entertainment.
Look, all right, Caden, you've done amazing things with your life, especially as of recently. You have like you've done well. That's not what I was talking about. All right, I was saying that you're of the five of us over on this panel. I think you are the most socially aware person, and someone that's willing to like put, like actually act when others go in and do nothing. So yeah.
To be or not to be? Oh wait, you didn't mean that.
No, not like that. I
No.
didn't. Not like that. I didn't. Instead, I was talking about other things that have happened over inside your life.
Okay, well, Stephan's trying to hit at the fact that I got a vasectomy.
Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah. I mean, so what do I want to? Well, I guess let's start. Does anyone have any questions?
Fuck tons.
All right, Stephan, hit me with them. It's been a week. A week
All
and 2 days.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes.
When you did it, did you like call the clinic up and be like, "Hey, let's schedule this," or did you just walk in and be like, "Yo, let's get it done"?
Both.
They offer walk-ins?
I will say there is a vasectomy clinic specifically that does vasectomies that I think might do walk-ins. Usually it's like a consult and then you like do it because it's like a super quick thing. It's like a not even 20 minutes. Like it's usually like 10-15 minutes and you're out.
It's
Okay.
longer
Like-
than my sex life.
Like super
Same.
super quick.
Okay, I have another question.
Yes.
Did they ask you to shave before you went in, or did they shave you?
They asked that I shave before.
Okay.
Otherwise they were going to.
Okay. Hold on.
Let me tell you, I nicked myself a couple times.
Okay. Let's break this down first. Okay.
Okay.
How many times have you actually shaved, like given yourself a full shave?
Full shave?
Yeah.
Zero.
Before.
Zero.
Okay.
Zero.
I don't full shave. I manscape. I don't full shave.
Okay.
That's like I have this thing about like pubes where like if there's none, it feels weird. Like I feel like
not
it's
wrong.
like a little kid. Like
Not
You
wrong.
need that peach fuzz.
Like just personally, a little bit of pubic hair is good because it kind of makes me feel like, oh, this person's mature.
Yeah,
Look-
you're not a 12-year-old boy.
Look,
Yeah.
not wrong. And honestly, it's something where I get that. One of the main reasons why I asked this is because your first time, like straight up, you're not gonna know the way, like especially depending on how you're doing, like how you're actually shaving it. A lot of people don't know the right way on how to, especially men. You don't know the right way how to shave. Well, it's not even just about the stretch. It's literally how you're shaving it. It's like you can't go over the same area twice in a 10-second span. If you do it, you're more likely to go and you're more likely to nick yourself. The other part of that is that you need to have you need to have a razor that has aloe vera to it. Not just a regular, like you can't just do those that have like the little moisturizing heads or anything like that. You have to have one that has an aloe vera head, which is
Caiden.
shut up. All right.
No. I was like, Stephan's got points. Like, learn.
It's
Yeah.
Look,
that's
if
not
there
what
is-
I used. That's not
if
what I
there
used.
is anything I've learned from YouTube ads during quarantine, it's that they have specially designed razors for this.
it's not
Lawnmower
even that they're
3.0.
specially designed. It's just that like after a lifetime of doing, well, not like a lifetime, after doing this for like 4 years, because straight up when I was over in the, like when I dove over in high school, yeah, like there were times when like people would sit there and go, oh, well, you shave your legs so that way you help you dive. No, but I shaved my balls because it would make my Speedo actually fit better. Okay, so I would do that quite frequently. So you have to go and first give yourself a very close trim. So first, like trim it to like do a number 1 trim. Then you do like a 0 trim, but only on the top and part of the sides. Everything else is a very like when I say slow, I'm talking slow movement with the razor. Okay. And I'm telling you right now, like that's how you make sure that you can have less amount of cut, like nicks and cuts and stuff like that. Your first 2 times, you're gonna have nicks and cuts. After that, not nearly as much. I will say this much though: you're like, depending on the nick and cut, expect like a little bit of like a blister, almost like a blackhead that'll show up later. That part sucks because for like a week it's tender, and then all of a sudden you're either gonna pop it or you just let it go. Yeah, these are facts. I know it.
Straight facts. Straight facts.
So, listeners, if you need to shave your balls,
yeah,
call Stephan.
I'm straight up
one.
Stephan is gonna no
send me.
Stephan's gonna have a how-to video coming out.
Hell no, I'm not.
On his
How are you
on
gonna
the
have a
hub.
how-to video? It's gonna be one gigantic blurred image, like you do this, blur, blur.
No, it's
blur.
gonna be on the hub. It's gonna be
You
on the
don't
hub.
have to blur it if it's on the PH.
Look, if it's either on the hub or over on the OF, then we don't have to. But unfortunately, this end, I'll put.
It's an educational video. We can have it on YouTube if it's educational.
Cracked brain.
These are waters I am
OnlyFans?
not ready to enter.
We could have it on the TikToks too. It's
I
educational.
don't need like. Look, okay, that's either
the shit that pops up.
That's either I'm doing like I'm sitting there with my microphone up over like, and here I go. I'm making sure to go and actually lift the shaft. This is what you want to go and do. Make sure you do a little turn to the right at this angle. Okay,
I mean,
you're either
Brandon,
shut up, Caiden. Shut up. I know what you're about to say. All right. All I'll say is like I'm either doing that or I'm having some other man's dong over going like, and this is what you want to go and do. Now, here's what I will say. For any of the four of you guys, if any four of you actually came over to me and went, I need help shaving, I would actually sit there and be like, because y'all, I'll do it for y'all. You can't be a random person in my DMs and ask me to go and shave your ball sack. All right, there's a rapport that needs to happen. Okay,
at least buy the man dinner first. Make him a shrimp boil.
Little more than a dinner. Little more than a dinner. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, if you think that you're treading these waters within 6 months, you're wrong. You're so wrong.
Even with one of us four, I'm sure we still have to buy him a bottle of whiskey.
You fucker, Brandon. It might. It's a thing.
See, I can take care and shave my own ball sack just fine. It's scary, but
yeah, I will. I didn't even use like a razor. I used one of like the 3 circle like ones.
Oh! Those catch hairs.
So yeah.
And you're pulling it out.
Anyways, but okay, so here's the thing. So this is gonna be a little TMI, but talking about a vasectomy kind of is. I have what I feel like, and what I've been told, a unusually large scrotum.
Okay.
All right. I'm talking like can grab one end, grab the other end, pull it out, and probably can make me fly.
Congrats.
All right, like a kite, like a sailboat.
God
All
damn,
right.
flying squirrel.
Skydiving there, buddy. Just
It's pretty like to the point where when I went to the urologist appointment, I was like, because they can do like reductions down there. I was like, can we just get like a 2-for-1? Please, because it causes problems. It causes problems. It really does.
Imagine. Like, I got a bat wing going on that'll make me
Yeah.
fly.
And like, dude, my underwear wears out so much faster. Like, it's bad.
you're right.
Even to the point where I bought those underwear that like have the little like flap and sack that you put your sack in.
Yeah.
Those
those
got
are good.
holes immediately.
Ooh.
Okay, now wait. Quick question before we go any further. Like, how do those feel? Because some of us like really hate the feel. Like I would actually like the added feeling of like a different compartment for something to go into.
Your boys need a house.
And
you
Takes
want the
getting used
elephant
to.
trunks. You want the banana hammock, and then it's got the elephant trunk to slide your schlong into.
But like, I don't know. See, I don't want one that goes over the shaft. I just want a separate compartment for for the sack. Like it sometimes like I'm not look, TMI might be all right, dude hour. All right. It's one of those where like certain times it sweats and I would like a separate compartment so that way it didn't like
Ooh, and made out of bamboo. Separate
I will
compartment out
say
of bamboo.
it's so I feel like for the average guy, it's nice. It does like when it is nice for me personally. I kind of had to stuff.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like a slide in, like, but it was like a grab the overfilling and stuff it like
Stuff in a pillow.
It was uncomfortable.
It was like going to Build-A-Bear. You're just kind of like,
Yeah, kind of, but we're building a barrier. I don't know.
Look,
I don't have a good joke there.
Caiden, this episode is vasectomies and dude stuff. All right, just
vasectomies and dudes.
Should I get off?
Yes, they did.
Please
You're
don't.
A dude. You're a dude. You add to this conversation.
At least wait until we're not recording anymore.
Yeah.
Mason.
No,
Yeah.
I meant leave the podcast.
Okay. That's what I thought Mason meant, what Mason said, and now I'm thinking of what Tyler said, and I was like, I mean, okay, I guess no one knows what he's doing under the table. But yeah, no, I shaved myself.
okay.
Day of.
All right,
That
so
morning.
so you shave yourself day of.
Do you
Next
use
step.
aftershave?
Fuck you,
No.
Mason.
No. Dude, I don't even use aftershave on my face. Fuck that.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead,
Fuck
Stephan.
God damn it. So you are now smooth. All right.
Yep.
Next step, going in. All right, like
Going in. So I mean, to prerequisite, I guess, about like a week or two, I had a consultation because like I called and scheduled the appointment. And they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do a consultation first," and it was like a quick 30-minute with a medical assistant, where they talk about what it is, the different types of contraception. You know, they talk about what you're going to experience, what recovery looks like, you know, common things, yada, 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 just a basic consultation. That's actually a funny story. So during the consultation, they do examine you just to make sure that your Van's deferens are clear and you're able to find them, right?
mm-hmm.
I unfortunately forgot I had a consultation that day. And I've been exercising pretty frequently.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of like I was expecting chafing that day.
Okay.
So I put on nut butter
Ooh.
on my sack. And it's the type of nut butter that smells like peanut butter.
Yeah.
So the doctor was like, all right, pull down trow. And I pulled down trow, and the entire room filled with the smell of peanut butter.
PB
my
nut
crotch.
butter. Ooh.
Yeah.
You got your
and,
nutter
like,
butters
he made a face.
going on crazy there.
Yeah, he made a face. Like, we didn't say anything. I just, like, he looked up at me and I looked down and then I immediately looked away because I was like it hit my nose. And I was like, oh, fuck. This guy probably thinks I, like, dip my dick in peanut butter or some shit. It was bad.
Now, quick
It was pretty
question. Now, I'm assuming that his face went like you drop underwear and he went from like okay to like at.
It was more like surprised, like taken back, like I'm sure he's like experienced. Like, I mean, he's a urologist, medical assistant, so I'm sure he's seen way like a plethora of stuff. But maybe smelling nuts while examining nuts was
that is true.
taken
Well,
a surprise.
okay. But no, but at least that's like a smell that you can kind of like get behind. Like, granted, might be a little shocking at first, but when you think of how many people probably were all like, how many if there were dude bros that were just like, let's go for the snip snip, and you come over and smell over and just smell like swass. All right, just nothing but just sweaty ball sack smell. Because let's be frank, there's a lot of dudes that you do not take the actual time and attention to wash your balls. Wash your balls
Twice.
Sing the ABCs twice.
Yeah, like straight up, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, just a little bit of shampoo and conditioner doesn't do it. All right, get whatever rag that you're using. Realize that you might probably have to switch it out and actually go for a deep cleanse. You might be surprised how much you get. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if all of a sudden you go and like you finish and it like, if you finish a shower and your ball sack is still like feels oily and smooth, you done fucked up. All right.
Yeah.
Go on.
What has my life been for the last 53 minutes? What have I been doing?
Listening to your buddy old pal talk about working the system to
Is life
make abortions stupid.
Talking about ball sacks, all right?
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so the reason, full disclosure, the reason I got a vasectomy was A, not only did I just have a child, but B, Roe versus Wade getting overturned is a sack of bullshit.
Yep.
And, you know, as a man, I felt it was my responsibility to go get snipped. So the females in my life that I have, or not females, sorry, the people in my life with uteruses that I have intercourse with do not need to worry about that.
Which
that's a spiel.
Which honestly is something where, however you feel about the particular decision with Roe v. Wade, again, I've already said it over in a past episode. I don't want to speak for everyone of Cracked Brain, but I will say, as the business head of Cracked Brain, I have a particular mindset about it, which is something where I'm sorry if you're going to support the recent decision. You and I have a particular set of problems. However, I will also say this: it's something where, as a not just an identifying male, but as a sperm carrying male, it's something where your decision, whether you're going to be fertily active, I'll put it that way, is something where if you're going to actually make it where you're taking others' interests into also as to an account, if you don't want a child and you never want a child over inside the future, you can have this procedure done. Unlike for not just female identifying but uterus having individuals, this, like, their version of this procedure isn't easily reversible, but for scrotal, like for actual sperm having individuals, it is very reversible. So I will tell you all right now, the decision to go and have a vasectomy is one where, if you are not planning on having children, but yet having sexual intercourse freely, openly, is something where maybe you might want to think about it just a little bit. As someone that has 3 children already, does not really want to have children, it's something where I am thinking of this procedure for myself, let alone anyone that I might be trying to go and date. If I do want to go and have children over inside the future, that is a conversation I'll be had at another time, but it's also one that is easily reversed. So anyway, sorry.
Not to mention the cost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jenna had her
cost.
priced out. Mine is free. Insurance is covering it 100%. Insurance, even with insurance paying for her to get a tubal ligation, is $1,400.
Welcome to male privilege. This
Yep.
deals nothing with this particular issue. Deals nothing with race. Welcome to male privilege.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep. But yeah, so that's the spiel. That's why I got it and all that stuff. Tyler. You were gonna speak. I was opening the floor to you.
No, I just said yarp.
Yeah.
Oh, yarp. I thought you said your. Okay.
See,
Nope.
and this,
But
Remote.
it is almost 8:30, so I do need to be going.
Yeah,
I
and
gotta go pick up Candace. So
no problem. Feel free to go and tap out if you need. This is so. Here's what I will say. This, since we are kind of coming a little bit over on our time, I'm thinking we might. We're going to make a decision right here. It's going to be something where you're either going to go and get a bonus little bit of content, or it's going to be something where we're just going to have where it's just going to be us. So that's something where for those of us, for those of you guys listening, I want to thank you guys for enjoying this part of the podcast. You may have a bonus portion, you may not have a bonus portion. I really don't know. So from here, I will say thank you guys, and to that, we will talk to y'all later.
Goodbye, friends.
yeah.
Bye. I talked about my balls.
Hey guys, welcome to the bonus portion of 212. Again, we're right over here. As you guys might have heard, Tyler had to go and step out to go and pick up Candace from her work, but we wanted to go and finish out the last little bit of what we were talking about before. So again, I hope you guys kind of stayed with us then. But yeah, we're gonna kind of go for that. So for the most part, we kind of ended on just the ending portion of the consultation as far as Caiden's procedure, as far as his vasectomy. So kind of from there, after the nut wafting, what kind of went through?
Yeah, so part of the consultation they did ask if I wanted some anxiety medication as well. And I was kind of sixes on it. But they did end up giving me a prescription for Valium. So
Okay.
I was able to have something to kind of quell the nerves, because I'll be honest, I wasn't nervous at all until day of, when I laid down on the table. Then that's when I started like getting a little like nervous. But as soon as I popped the pill and waited like the 30-45 minutes, it was good. I was giggling with Jenna, because Jenna did go with me, which was really nice to have support.
Yeah.
I do, and I'll kind of get into that a little bit later once we get to the actual procedure.
Okay.
But question?
Well, my main question is, okay, they gave you Valium. I know that nitrous is hit or miss with some. Some offer nitrous, others don't.
They did not offer nitrous. Okay. It was either, from what I know, the vasectomy clinic that I was talking to you about that specifically does vasectomies does have nitrous, because one of my buddies was talking about that. But from my understanding, most medical places just do Valium or Xanax.
Okay.
One of the two.
I want the nitrous.
I've never had nitrous, like even with dental work.
Oh.
I've never had it. I had my wisdom teeth taken out without nitrous. Just local anesthesia.
I'll tell you right now, after when I got my tooth removed, they both did the local anesthesia as well as nitrous. Dude, it's amazing.
yeah, I hope so. But yeah, so they gave me Valium. You had to take it in front of the doctor, wait a little bit. And then they took me back into the operating room. Well, not even operating room. It's a procedure room. It was like a room with a table, like a little metal tray that they had the utensils on that was covered, to make sure everything was sterile. Mm. And then like a seating area for like people who were going to come with you to sit. And then they give you a heating, like a warm bag to loosen everything up down there.
Okay.
Just so there's like, it's warm, it's loose, and they have room to do stuff. So they sit you with that for like maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe that. Doctor came in, introduced herself, because I hadn't actually met the doctor yet, just the medical assistants. She was super nice and kind of cute, which was a little, when you're like in a hospital or in something and like you're in there for something kind of embarrassing, but the person tending to you is cute, and you're like, well, this is,
Yes, I
this
do.
is this is
No.
awkward.
No, I don't.
No,
No,
Well,
not even a little bit.
It's an
You're
interesting
missing out.
feeling, dude. I'm gonna tell you this much right now. Like I
Yeah, it's like like when somewhat sidetracked, but we'll get back to it. When I was 12, I thought I had testicular torsion, and so I had to go in for an ultrasound of my ball sack, and it was this really hot nurse that did it, and being a 12-year-old boy, couldn't contain my thoughts, and some things happened, and I felt really bad about it.
Dude, I can top that quite literally because I got a physical after getting the Bell's palsy and whatnot. They're like, okay, yeah, part of your body kind of shut down and whatnot. They're like, oh, you haven't had a physical in a while. We can have the doctor roll back through over here and just go and go and check you out. I'm like, okay, cool. And the doctor I had at first was a male, and I was just thinking like, okay, cool, male. Woman walks in. Oh, all right, like low cut V-neck blouse, and I'm just like, and well, this is gonna get interesting. He's like, do you need me to step out? I'm sitting there going like, no, don't need you to step out, totally fine. As soon as she grabbed my balls, I went like, this was a mistake. It's been a while, and this has been a mistake, and quite literally, like, he's like, okay, can you give me a cough? I was like, can you give me one more cup? Right then, I could already feel blood surging. It was like, and we need to end. We need to end right now. We need to end right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it still wasn't enough. So yeah. There's nothing like being 30 something and then also going like, and well, that's me. How you doing?
Yeah.
Still works.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So cute doctor walks in, introduce herself. Basically, it's like, what are we doing today? We're having a vasectomy. It was kind of like Dora the Explorer a little bit, but not quite.
What are we looking for?
And then it's just a shot. Well, she went in a couple different places to hit a couple different nerves, but it's just like, honestly, that was the part I was most nervous about, was getting anesthesia and a needle in the ball sack.
Yeah.
That to me was like the, oh my God, I'm doing this, was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Easier than dental anesthesia.
Really?
Easier. Yeah. Which is mind boggling, right? Because you would think your ball sack would have like more nerves, but yeah. I mean, it was like a 20 milliliter syringe. So it was a large syringe, but yeah. And actually, okay, I'll get into that in a bit. So shot. Let it sit for a little bit, and then she would like, I don't know exactly what it was because I wasn't looking, because why would you? But she like scraped something against my balls, and I could feel like the sensation that something was there, but I didn't feel like the poke.
Yeah.
Right. It was just like, do you feel this? And I was like, no, not really. And she's like, okay. And then 2 incisions, one on either side. And I didn't watch any of it. I mean, I could kind of feel it, but I didn't watch anything. But I didn't feel a thing for the most part. The left side went good. Left side was perfect. She made the incision, got out the Vas deferens, which is a really funky fucking feeling. And let me tell you, it's like, because like you don't feel the pain, but you still feel the tugging sensation.
Yeah.
It straight up felt like I had a Woody, like Woody from Toy Story, like the string that you pull.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It felt like I had a toy string pulled out of me. And it wasn't bad. Like, it didn't hurt. That's just what it felt like. Like, you could feel it. Like, I could feel it up almost to my gut. Almost. Yeah. Because like the Vas deferens do go like up into next to your bladder and then back down.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where you can feel it. And then they like tie it in a loop and then cut it.
Okay.
And then when they cut it, it also cauterizes it. That's the other part that was kind of weird, is when they did the left side, I didn't smell anything. because I had a mask on,
Yeah.
obviously. When we got to the right side, though, I wasn't quite numb enough, so I did feel things, and I did almost pass out. But they gave me the rest of the local anesthesia, so everything worked out fine.
Okay.
That's why I was so glad Jenna was there, because it was literally like I felt her cut and then stick like the little like tweezers things in.
Yeah.
And then it was like immediate like blood rushed to my head. Felt lightheaded. I was gonna pass out. Because obviously, because the Valium also helps, like makes that worse as well.
Yeah.
And so I'm really glad she was there, because she was walking me through like breathing, like I was giving birth.
Yeah.
So I didn't pass out, but it was that part was intense, unfortunately. But I mean, it was totally fun. I still would do it. Finished up the right side after giving me a little extra anesthesia, and then honestly, I laid down probably a little bit longer than most people would, just because I did get that lightheaded and the blood rushed to my head, since I did feel some stuff, but I was out of there pretty quickly.
So
it wasn't bad.
I would definitely categorize this as far as this is definitely a procedure for those, you know, for scrotal having individuals, that it would be something where I would definitely say the more information you have going into it, and the more experiences that you're able to listen to would help, because like there's going to be some experiences that are in and outs, just like didn't feel a thing, did nothing, you know, it's a non thing. But it's also one of those where I wanted to hear your perspective, not because I assumed that you had any kind of difficulties or anything like that, but it's definitely something where the more that you hear about a certain procedure, the less scary that it seems to be. And I think that's what the holdup for most individuals is the fact that, I mean, honestly, knowing that most people that have had this procedure have been cis males, and the last thing you want to go and talk about is a vasectomy. So it's something where I really do think that more individuals talking about it will help break some of the stigma and break some of the fear. And it's something where, I mean, even you going through this and relating the experience that you have, it doesn't necessarily give me pause, but it definitely makes me think like, okay, well, I know that this is still a procedure that I want done, but now it kind of goes more towards my mental status and emotional status of like, okay, emotionally and mentally, am I ready for it? Knowing that you have support. You have the support of a very loving partner. It's something where there are certain individuals that don't have that same support. So it's one of those where it's like, I don't think that this is a procedure that people should be afraid of, but I do think that it's a procedure that having more information will help you in those terms stay calm and more aware. So that way you're not like freaking out while in the chair.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And I will say also, the only reason Jenna had to come with me, I mean, she probably would have come with me anyways.
Drive
home. The only
home.
reason she had to was because I took Valium, which is optional. You can drive home by yourself after a vasectomy.
Yeah. I know
you're totally fine. Like it's like I said, it's honestly, to me, it was easier than dental.
Yeah.
Like, which is wild. Like, I was so scared about getting the shot and then like feeling stuff, and like, you know, I feel like as growing up cis male, there's a certain point of like the family jewels need protecting kind of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was the stigma to break there, but it honestly, I don't know. It kind of opened up my mind to a lot of different things and question a lot of societal and honestly gender norms. Because, you know, it was just different. It was a different experience.
Yeah, I get that. yeah, it's again, this is one of the main reasons why, just like when we had Candace talk more so about horror, about their feelings over on Roe v. Wade and the implications that brought upon. It's one of the main reasons why I also wanted to have Caiden be able to fully explore this particular topic from a realm of actual experience. So, Caiden, I want to say thank you for doing this. I also want to say thank you for taking your own initiative in this matter, and it's something where, again, your decision has helped influence my decision in a way that I was already planning on going. And it's not something where you're not jading me in any way. It's something where, again, you're informing me. So I want to say thank you for that. And again, I hope this little bonus portion, I realize that this is not fun and jokes like we normally do, but again, very important and very much something that people should not feel timid on approaching. So yeah.
Oh, one second.
Oh my god.
This is another reason I got a vasectomy.
It's a baby.
Say hi to the internet. This is your first appearance on anything. You haven't even been on a stream yet. Yeah, that's a microphone.
As Aurora just goes like, "This is mine now. This is
a microphone." Huh?
Aurora,
Yay, baby.
Do you see yourself now?
Aurora, you're going to be one of the main podcasting people in the future. All right, I can already tell. I can knowing who your parents are. I can already tell.
She knows a camera. She fucking knows a camera. Huh.
And she goes like, "Father, not now, not here in front of the camera."
You're also kind of a naked baby. Huh?
Right.
Huh. Just a naked baby. You want to say bye to everybody on the internet?
Are you gonna close us out, Aurora? Are you gonna close us out? He's like, nah.
She's talkative sometimes.
Right. So it's okay. We're gonna foster this. All right.
Oh.
So again, guys, or everyone listening, thank you guys so much for cluing in over to this last little part. I hope you guys enjoyed. I need to stop saying guys. I hope you all enjoyed this last little bonus portion. Any closing thoughts from Brandon and Mason before we close up?
I'll be snipping my balls in the off season.
Sticking the balls in the off season.
Tuna fish sandwich.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, and I am afraid. I'm absolutely afraid.
Those were literally the only words that came to mind. I had nothing else in there.
Why they came to mind, I don't know.
I don't.
Is it?
I'm existing. That's about as much as I think I'm breathing. That's exactly. I wish I could go over to Caiden's and meet little bubble.
I'm not.
Bubble.
I
think Stephan's the only one that's seen her in person.
I have, and well, and she was more resting than anything, but I guarantee there will be.
She was also like a newborn.
Yeah, there will have to be good times.
This is 7 months, baby.
Huh. Yeah,
7 months. Yeah. It's been that long already.
Oh my god, it has.
Wow,
yeah, she really likes being scared. Watch this.
That's a pouty face. I don't think that was.
She goes like, "I've got a microphone here,
dude,
and I'm gonna let you know.
Hi.
I'm gonna let you know." Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed this
episode.
Thank y'all later. We should be back next week, and very soon we will have a very special guest over on the podcast.
Who is it?
Gonna shut your face, All right.
We already have a guest.
All right.
A very special guest.
There we go. Another guest. All kinds of guests. So with that, y'all, we will talk to y'all later. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, friends and babies.
Bye-bye.